What's up, guys? It's CO Random back here with another video. It's been a minute since I've made a video on the channel, but I've been trying to revamp like kind of what I'm passionate about on YouTube. So the thing that I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to call it like my top 30 movies of all time countdown. Now, it's January 3rd, 2026, okay? Like this list has changed through so much in the last couple years for me that if you looked at my favorite movies, like, I don't know, maybe like 4 years ago compared to now, it's completely changed. Um, and I think that's a good thing, but also a bad thing because, like, some of my favorites have been lost in the fray and are way down my list now. It's kind of sad just watching that. But basically, the point of this, I guess, series is supposed to be examining my love for movies and film, which is extremely strong, especially as of late. And I can thank my buddy B-Rex Media. I'll link his channel in the chat. He makes some great content, and he kind of got me on the train of like Letterboxd and like actually reviewing and writing about movies I love. And so I've been on there for a while, and I've been kind of just reviewing as many movies as I can. But of the 500 and like, I don't know, it's like 520 movies that I've reviewed in the last 2.5 years, these are my top 30. So I think that they're pretty special. They all hold some sort of meaning to me in like a really deep and extreme way that many other movies don't even come close to. Well, my top 50 is great. I think 30 is a great number. So I'm just going to kind of go along with that. So to start things off, my 30th favorite movie of all time is none other than Prisoners from 2013. So Prisoners is extremely just, it's a film. I mean, like, I don't really know how else to describe it. It's one of those movies that you kind of put on, like, not expecting, like, a ton. You hear tons about it. You hear people raving over it. You hear a lot of people just saying a lot of things about it, right? But I don't know. When you think of Denis Villeneuve, I think I said that wrong. Please correct me in the comments if I did. I'm sorry. He's one of my favorite directors. Not my favorite, not even close, but I vastly appreciate his work over a lot of other directors' work. Especially as of late, it's kind of rare to find that one director that like consistently serves high quality content and makes great movies, and engages their audience on a level that Denis does. When you think of his films, I mean, a lot of people, they go towards like his Oscar noms and his like breakouts, right? Like you think of like Polytechnique, which is crazy. That's a really good film of his. You think of Blade Runner 2049, which just got out of my list. I think it's like number 31. I could talk about that a lot too, but Prisoners just beats it out. You think of his film, you think of Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 is one of my favorite films of all time. Dune Part 1 is one of my worst favorite films of all time. So it's kind of like just a lot of different opinions regarding his movies, and then you can't forget Incendies, right? I mean, that's the film that kind of brought him into the mainstream a little bit, or maybe into the world, like into the eyes of the world as like, okay, this director knows what he's doing, let's watch what he does, right? But regarding Prisoners, I mean, it's like one of the best thrillers I've ever seen in my life. It's not my favorite thriller ever. I mean, I have like, I think maybe 3 or 4 other thrillers on my top 30 list, which is kind of insane for one genre. So it's not my favorite thriller of all time, but it's definitely up there. Like, I mean, there's no other film like it. The film starts and it's just like kind of like idealistic, right? It's like a family in a neighborhood in Pennsylvania, whatever. He's working class. The dad, who's played by Hugh Jackman, who gives one of the best performances I've ever seen. The fact that he did not get nominated for Best Actor is unreal. Like, this dude, he puts his heart and soul into this movie. It's just crazy, man. You just gotta see it to believe it, you know? But it starts off like pretty idealistic, you know. It's like the American family. He's blue collar. He does his work. He has his buddies. They have a good house. Whatever. It's a safe neighborhood. It's a nothing place in Pennsylvania. And then just this event happens, and their daughters disappear. Him and his buddies' daughters both disappear at the same time, and I think it's Thanksgiving, and they start like freaking the hell out. It's insane, and like just the rage that you see on Hugh Jackman's face is like unreal. Like it's so righteous, it makes you actually believe like his daughter got kidnapped or disappeared or whatever. And watching him just perform in this at this level is just phenomenal. I mean, he's not my favorite actor of all time. I still haven't seen Logan, which is like people say it's his best, right? Like obviously, when you think of Hugh, you think of Wolverine, right? And you think of Logan. I've not seen Logan, which is kind of disturbing. And I wish that I did before making this video. But regardless, seeing him perform at this level for just like a father figure in a movie called Prisoners, and like with the, you know, with the storyline that's there, is kind of unreal. I mean, the guy just goes ham, and it's beautiful to watch. Beautiful and disturbing. Moving on to some of my other favorite parts of the film. I would say the cinematography is some of the best I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of great cinematography. The other 30 or 20, I guess 29 films on my list coming up for the series, I think maybe 50% of them have better cinematography, from my own opinion. But Prisoners is like definitely in the upper echelon of my films in this list. The cinematography is otherworldly. I mean, it just focuses on so many different things, and every single thing that the camera decides to lock in on is important to later scenes. It's kind of like one of those movies where if you miss certain aspects of it, you're gonna like totally not understand the film's progression as it goes on and become impatient with what it's doing. But if you appreciate its slow and careful selection of what it wants you to see, and the way that the camera just kind of flows along and then cuts, flows along, cuts, it's like a whiplash type thing happening here, right? And it's trying to basically showcase to the viewer like what's important, what's not important, what they should be paying attention to, why they should care about what's happening in these two fathers in Pennsylvania. And I think it's just commendable. It's just it's just unreal. I mean, the things that I think his name is, Roger Deakins, the things that he does, incomparable. I mean, the guy's a goat, but this film is definitely one of his best I've ever seen. Like, the things he does, the things he focuses on is just crazy. Some other aspects of the film I want to, like, touch on, because I want these videos in the series to be, like, kind of, like, a little, like, shorter, a little more concise, but kind of still display my thoughts and my love for the films that I'm trying to showcase. The other thing I want to mention is Jake Gyllenhaal. The things he does is just stupid crazy. I mean, the guy is unreal. He's my favorite actor of all time, and I'm, like, also trying to collect all of his movies right now on physical, which is it's a process, to say the least, and I'm really trying. But Jake in this movie, he's my favorite in every film he's in, like, just bar none. The guy's a beast. He's crazy. He's so good. The things he brings to the role, it just is like, he's so somber in this movie that it's kind of like insane to watch. And the final sequence of this film really showcases everything leading up to that point for him as an actor. And you really start to like associate like everything that his character brings to the table with everything that's happening. and it's just this explosion of just emotion and feeling and just insanity. It's beautiful, and he couldn't have been casted better, in my opinion. I mean, there's no one else that could do the role. There's no one else that could do any of the roles in this movie. I don't think. I don't think they're interchangeable. A lot of movies I see nowadays, a lot of the roles are like, okay, this other guy could have done it better, whatever. But in this movie, it's not the case at all. It's insane. It's just everybody's top of their game, 10 out of 10. Everything's perfect. And why is it in my top 30 and not my top 10, top 5, whatever? Because I do like a lot of other movies on my list a little more. Prisoners doesn't do anything wrong, but it also doesn't captivate me or have the nostalgia factor or like the shocking level. Like I knew it would be amazing because it's Denis, right? But these other movies I didn't think would be great, and they ended up being like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 films for me. So that's kind of why Prisoners is a little down the line more than I wished it would be. But you'll see like in my upcoming videos like why that's the case. But regardless of everything I've said, I really hope that you've enjoyed like kind of my breakdown for why I like this movie a lot more, obviously, than most other films I've seen. Why it fits comfortably into that, like, I think it's like top 7% for me of the films I've reviewed seriously and watched last couple years. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed. And one last thing I wanted to say is Paul Dano he has a masterclass performance in this. He's unreal. He's so good, and don't let Quentin Tarantino tell you otherwise, because no one should give a shit what he says. So, oh well, I said it. My bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be trying to make these videos kind of regular, and next will be number 29, which I'm not gonna tell you. It's just gonna be a surprise. It'll be in the title, but that's kind of my goal. Is like I want each video to be like a title. I don't want to showcase everything that I want to cover, right? I don't want someone to find like my letterbox and be like, oh yeah, he's gonna talk about this one next. I don't want that. I want you guys to just kind of immerse yourself into like what I'm talking about in the movies I love. So thank you. I hope you guys have a great day, and peace.